Now that our server has been configured for completion tracking and our course has it enabled, the next step is to enable tracking on each individual resource or activity that we want Moodle to keep track of for us. As an example, we want to make sure that our students all download and read their course syllabi. This is very easy to keep track of by simply clicking on the Update button next to our course syllabi and then scrolling down to the bottom of the page. There should be a new section called Activity Completion that's now been added to this screen. Go ahead and click the drop-down menu for completion tracking and change the option from Do Not Indicate Activity Completion to Show Activity as Complete when conditions are met. You could also choose to have students mark an item themselves that they have completed an item. I like to have activities marked automatically. Then the next thing to check is the Require View. That way, a student is marked as having completed the assignment when they've clicked on the item and they viewed it. You could also set up a expected completion on date by checking the box for Enable and then setting a specific date that you expect them to have this particular activity completed by. This can be very helpful for helping your students manage their time while working through your course. I'm going to leave this option disabled. Go ahead and click the Save and Return to Course button. And now let's enable tracking on another activity. Go ahead and scroll down to the bottom of Week 1 and click on the Update link for Research Project Ideas. This is an assignment that we've given to our students. Let's go ahead and scroll all the way down to the bottom to where we find the activity completion. For activities, you'll find there's another option. So we want to enable tracking on this item as we did before. So we'll click the drop-down menu for completion tracking and say Show Activity as Complete when conditions are met. Then, not only do we want to make sure that the Require View is checked for our student, but we also want to require that we've graded the assignment before the student's completion report shows that that assignment type has been completed. This way, not only does the student have to do their part, but we have to do our part as well. Now go ahead and click the Save and Return to Course button. Now that we've turned on tracking for a couple of items, go ahead and scroll back up to the top, and here where we can see where we turn tracking on for our syllabi, over on the right-hand side, you see a new checkbox indicating that this item has tracking enabled. You can now go into any of the additional resources or activities that we've set up throughout this course and add tracking for those items as well. Now you do have to go into each item and click the Update button. Now one way to manage this task is to simply scroll down into your course into an area such as Lecture Materials, where we want to turn on tracking for both of these items. We can simply press the Command or Control key on our keyboard and then click the Update link to update each of those pages in new tabs. We can then simply click on the new tab, scroll down, turn on tracking, save and return to course, then go over to the next tab, scroll down, turn on tracking for that item as well, and then at the top, simply close our tabs. Now we've been able to turn on tracking for multiple items. If we refresh our main browser window, we can see the checkboxes that appear over here on the right-hand side. So go ahead and turn on tracking for some additional items. And then in the next movie, we'll go into the completion tracking settings link over on the left-hand side to unlock the full power of this new tool in Moodle 2.